The Silk Road was the largest, most notorious marketplace on the dark web. A hidden bazaar where anything could be bought or sold, from drugs to fake IDs, all shrouded in secrecy. For years it operated in the shadows, seemingly untouchable by law enforcement, until it vanished overnight, leaving its users stunned and the world watching in disbelief. One day in October 2013, users logging in were greeted not by the familiar lists of illicit goods, but by an ominous FBI seizure notice. The site that had promised anonymity and freedom was suddenly under the control of the authorities, its digital doors slammed shut. The digital empire, once thought untouchable and sprawling across the hidden corners of the internet, was gone in an instant. Servers went dark, and the community that had thrived in secrecy was left in silence. For its users, it was as if an entire city had been wiped off the map overnight, leaving only shock, confusion, and panic in its wake. The sudden disappearance sent ripples of fear through the online underground. The fall sent shockwaves through the hidden internet, proving that even the most secure digital fortresses could crumble. No one was safe, and the illusion of invincibility was shattered. The Silk Road's sudden demise was a brutal reminder. Nothing in the digital underworld is permanent. Every empire, no matter how powerful, is vulnerable to collapse. The very anonymity that protected users also made them vulnerable. When the market fell, so did their money, their safety, and their sense of security. Many lost fortunes in digital currency, and trust in the dark web was shaken to its core. This was more than a busted website. It was a turning point in the history of online crime. Law enforcement had proven it could reach into the darkest corners of the internet, changing the game forever. The message was clear. No one is truly anonymous, and no digital fortress is truly impregnable. The rules of the dark web had changed, and everyone was on notice. To understand how this happened, we must first journey into the world it inhabited. The dark web, a place where secrecy reigns. But nothing is ever truly hidden forever. Before we go further, a warning. The dark web is not a place for curiosity or casual exploration. It's a hub for criminal activity, illegal drugs, stolen data, weapons, and more. Even browsing can expose you to hackers, scammers, or law enforcement. The promise of anonymity is often an illusion, easily shattered. The human cost is immense: addiction, financial ruin, and the funding of organized crime. These platforms mask a reality of exploitation and suffering. This video is for education, not encouragement. Understanding how these markets work is crucial for recognizing their dangers. Law enforcement is sophisticated. Your digital footprint is never as hidden as you think. Many who believed they were anonymous have faced serious legal consequences. Stay safe. Treat the dark web as the hazardous zone it is. The Silk Road's fall is just one story from the hidden corners of the internet. The dark web is a world of shifting alliances, new technologies, and dramatic takedowns. If you find these stories captivating, there's much more to uncover. Subscribe to our channel for deep dives into the digital underworld. We reveal not just what happened, but why, and what it means for the future of cybersecurity. Your subscription supports our investigative work and keeps you informed. Join our community for exclusive insights and updates on the ongoing battle for the digital frontier. Hit subscribe and prepare for the next journey into the abyss. The internet is much deeper than most people realize. It's made up of three main layers: the surface web, the deep web, and the dark web, each with its own unique characteristics and uses. The surface web is the part you use every day, searchable, public, and easily accessible through search engines like Google. It includes websites like news pages, social media, and online stores. The deep web is everything not indexed by search engines, such as your private email inbox, online banking, academic databases, and medical records. It's much larger than the surface web and contains sensitive information protected by passwords or paywalls. The dark web is a hidden segment of the deep web, intentionally concealed and only accessible with special software like Tor. It's designed to keep users and websites anonymous. Tor works by routing your internet traffic through a series of volunteer-operated servers, encrypting your data at every step. This process makes it extremely difficult to trace your online activity back to you, providing a high level of anonymity. This powerful anonymity attracts a wide range of users. Some are activists, journalists, or people living under oppressive regimes seeking privacy and freedom. Others, however, are drawn by the opportunity to hide illegal activities. The dark web hosts black markets, extremist forums, whistleblower platforms, and more, all using .onion domains that are only accessible through Tor. You can't reach these sites with regular browsers like Chrome or Safari. Only the Tor browser can access them, making the dark web invisible to most internet users. For criminals, the dark web is a global marketplace without borders, offering everything from illegal drugs to stolen data. For others, it's a place to find information or communicate securely. But as the infamous Silk Road case showed, this lawless utopia is fragile. Even the most secretive sites can be infiltrated or shut down by law enforcement. The same technology that hides users can also expose them to danger, making the dark web a risky place for everyone who enters. The Silk Road, launched in 2011, was the Amazon of illegal drugs. Its creator, the Dread Pirate Roberts, envisioned a safe, user-friendly platform for illicit trade. The site featured a clean interface, user reviews, vendor ratings, and customer support, building trust in a trustless world. Access required the Tor browser. Transactions were in Bitcoin, with an escrow system to protect buyers and sellers. The Dread Pirate Roberts promoted a libertarian ideology, arguing for freedom from government control. This philosophy attracted a loyal user base who saw themselves as pioneers, not criminals. The Silk Road grew rapidly, with millions in sales and nearly 1 million users. It moved the drug trade from the streets to the living room, seemingly untouchable. But every empire has vulnerabilities, and the Silk Roads would soon be exposed. For over 2 years, the Silk Road operated with seeming impunity, led by the elusive Dread Pirate Roberts. Hidden in the shadows of the dark web, the site became a marketplace for the forbidden, thriving on secrecy and anonymity. Its founder, cloaked in mystery, seemed untouchable, always one step ahead of the law. But behind the scenes, federal investigators were closing in, piecing together a complex puzzle. Each clue, no matter how small, brought them closer to the truth. The chase was relentless, with agents working around the clock, determined to expose the mastermind. The breakthrough came from old-fashioned detective work, tracing early Silk Road mentions to a user named Altoid. Investigators scoured countless forum posts, searching for any slip-up that could reveal a real identity. A careless post linked Altoid to a personal email, rosselbrichtagmail.com. That single mistake cracked open the case, providing a crucial lead. Meanwhile, agents hunted for the site's hidden servers, following digital breadcrumbs across continents. The search was painstaking, requiring both technical expertise and patience. A technical flaw, a leaking captcha, revealed the server's real IP address in Iceland. This rare slip exposed the heart of Silk Road's operations, shattering its veil of secrecy. With a court order, investigators mirrored the server, capturing all data and messages. Every transaction, every conversation was now in the hands of law enforcement. Cross-referencing server logs with Ulbricht's online activity, they found damning overlaps. Patterns emerged, connecting the digital dots between the man and the myth. Ulbricht would log into personal accounts just before or after accessing the Silk Road admin panel. These digital footprints betrayed his double life, leaving a trail investigators could follow. The evidence painted a clear picture. The Dread Pirate Roberts was being unmasked by his own small mistakes. Each oversight chipped away at his carefully constructed persona. The fortress was cracking, and the final act was set. The walls of secrecy that once protected him were now crumbling, piece by piece. The myth of invincibility was about to end. The legend that had haunted law enforcement was now within their grasp, its power fading fast. The stage was set for the takedown. In the coming hours, the world would witness the fall of a digital empire, and the silence after the whispers would finally begin. October 2nd, 2013, Ross Ulbricht sat in a San Francisco library, managing the Silk Road. Unbeknownst to him, undercover FBI agents surrounded him, waiting for the right moment. They staged a loud argument nearby, distracting Ulbricht. As he turned, an agent grabbed his open laptop, crucial for accessing the site's data. Ulbricht was arrested on the spot. The dread pirate Robert's reign ended in seconds. Simultaneously, the FBI shut down the Silk Road, replacing its homepage with a seizure notice. The news spread instantly. Panic and disbelief rippled through the dark web. Users realized their funds were gone, seized by authorities. The fall was a brutal demonstration. Anonymity is never absolute. Years of user data were now in the hands of law enforcement. The party was over, and a new nightmare began for many. The digital empire had fallen, and its king was unmasked. The consequences would echo for years. The Silk Road's shutdown created chaos and a massive power vacuum. Vendors and buyers scrambled to find new markets, but trust was shattered. Scammers set up fake sites, stealing millions in exit scams. Law enforcement used seized data to arrest dozens of top vendors and users. Even investigators weren't immune. 2 federal agents were later convicted of stealing Bitcoin from the Silk Road. Despite the takedown, new markets like Alphabet and Hansa quickly emerged, learning from Silk Road's mistakes. The cat-and-mouse game between criminals and law enforcement only grew more sophisticated. The Silk Road's fall was a lesson, not an end. The Silk Road's story is the ultimate cautionary tale about online anonymity. Ross Ulbricht's small mistakes unraveled his empire, proving nothing is ever truly deleted. Centralized criminal systems are inherently unstable. When the leader falls, so does everything else. The market's escrow system was a single point of failure. Millions vanished overnight. Law enforcement's patience and ingenuity proved no one is beyond their reach. The fate of Ulbricht, a double life sentence, shows the real cost of the dark web. The risks remain: loss of funds, arrest, and exposure. The dark web is not a playground. It's a dangerous, illegal space. The Silk Road's fall exposed the fragility of digital anonymity and the relentless pursuit of justice. Let its story be a warning, not an inspiration. Thanks for watching, and remember, stay safe online. You've got this. See you in the next one. This is Cyber Defense, signing off.